So we cleared our player one move set, alright, and we cleared our player two move set. We reset the status label. We set the player turn variable to 1, and we looped through all of our buttons and cleared them from any X's and O's that may have been there, and enabled them, because we will disable them on the winning game or a draw. So just a little heads up. All right. Then we call those functions in the new game button click action and in the view did load. So it's going to load to a new game, and then when you click the button, it's going to start a new game. All right. What is next? All right. Next is the meat and potatoes. What do you do when you actually click on one of the tiles, the buttons? Okay. First, we're going to check and make sure that it's never been clicked before. So we're going to check our sets and see if there's see if that tag is located within those sets. And of course, again, the tag is how we're going to keep track of the buttons. When the button gets clicked, this function is going to receive a sender, which can be any object. It's going to be the button, and the sender is going to have a tag, and we're going to use that tag that we set to know which button was pressed, because they're all going to call the same action. All right, so if that button has been pressed before, what we could do is just disable it so it can't be pressed, or we can just let the user know, hey, that one's already been pressed, and that's what I just did there. All right. Otherwise, and here's where I was reading my old code and thinking, how can I kind of jazz it up a little bit while I do this. And then right here, you pause. Like you can see, I'm kind of thinking in my head if I should do it or not. And I shouldn't have did it, but I did it anyway. Let me just pause it again here, just to tell you what's going on. Alright, here I set the player turn, I'm checking to see if the player turn variable is equal to 1. And in this application, the player turn variable gets incremented by 1 each time a player takes a turn. So it's only going to be equal to 1 on that first turn. So I'm not sure why I thought I should do that, but I did it, and I'll see the error in my ways shortly. But I just wanted to pause and let you know what was going on here. So we're going to go on with the code, and when I see my error, we will fix it. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to move on like that. A little piece of mistake doesn't exist. Alright, so if it is player one's turn, we're going to insert the sender tag, the button tag, into our player one moves set. Alright, we're going to give the button a title, which is an X. It's going to show on the board, denoting that's our spot. And we're going to set the status label, letting the player know it's player two's turn. Alright. And here's something else I should change. What I'm going to do is check and see if that last move is a winner. And we haven't created that function yet, so just bear with me a moment. But I should change the status label after we check if there's a winner, because if player one wins, and it's not going to be player two turn, so there's no point in telling them that. So, alright. And also, I tried to do something funny with this winner function. We'll see in a second. Okay, we're going to go ahead and create it. Just going to go right under our new game function. Is winner. And we're going to send it the player number, player 1 or 2. And that's just going to be an integer. So the player hits. And we're going to kick out, trying to be fancy again, which doesn't matter. We're going to return a bool, but I should be returning an integer. That's why I'm kind of going back and checking, because I'm looking at the code from the previous written application, and I'm saying, how can I make this work real quick? So I'm checking. And I believe this is where I see the error in my ways. Nope, still forging on. And we're going to declare a variable, a winner variable, and we're going to return that variable to return the winner if there is one. And we're also going to create a moves list, which is just going to hold any moves that have been already placed on the board. And we're going to check that moves list with winning combinations and see if there is a winner. And right here I just said if the player is equal to 1, we're going to use the player 1 moves. And if the player is equal to 2, of course, if it's anything other than 1, we're going to use the player 2 moves. And this is where I see the error in my ways. So I'm just going to go back and correct my code here in just one moment. So if you're typing along, just bear with me here. Alright. There we are. Yeah, so we're going to return the winner. I'm going to fix my spelling mistake here. Looks like I'm going to have to pause it here to explain that little chunk of code. Okay, I'll just pause it here while I'm looking for my error. Alright, so we're just going to chop it up here, and I will see you on part 3. Don't forget to check out the blog and the GitHub. Links are in the description.